Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do the line art for an ornate mandala. In my previous tutorial I had demonstrated how to make a mandala grid. This is a grid you can use for all kinds of mandalas. For today the materials that we'll be using is a compass with a universal holder and a 0.1 mm fine line pen. For the first step, I'm attaching the universal holder to my compass and fixing it. Then I'll also attach my 0.1 mm fine line pen to the same so that we can draw circles seamlessly. For the center, I'm going to redraw the very first pencil circle in ink. Then I'm going to draw a second circle 1 to 2 mm outside of the very first circle just to create a border. To start off with the pattern drawing, I am beginning with a very simple shape. This is an inverted U-shape pattern which I am placing one in every grid section. Repeat this for the entire circle. For the next circle, I have opted for a basic petal shape. This is something that I am drawing in two grid sections. I have also drawn the same shape on the inside of the initial shape so that I can get a border. If you notice the placement, I have placed the next petal pattern two grid sections apart from the first one, and this is something I'm repeating throughout. I am doing this step so that I can get a brick sort of a layout in terms of pattern formation. For filling the space between the two petal patterns, I have now opted for an arc shaped pattern and I am also creating a double line for the border. Once completed, I have placed inverted U-shaped patterns in a small size on top of all of the petal patterns. These shapes will stay white and will help create a contrast between all of the colors. Now using the tips of the petal patterns as base, I am creating stylized comma-shaped patterns which are facing away from each other. These patterns will help form a base for the next layer to come. In the pit formed by these comma-shaped motifs, I am placing a 5-petal curved flower. You can also opt for like a lotus or any other flower of your choice. Using these flowers as base, in the gaps, I have created another stylized petal pattern which is almost like an arc. I am also adding an inverted droplet shaped motif in these patterns just to create a filler. Now to close this pattern circle and to begin the next one, I am going to go back in with my compass and fine line pen and draw another circle. I have drawn this circle exactly on the pencil grid circle that was previously drawn, and then I am drawing another one just to create a border. I'll again be opting for the inverted U shape. This time as well, I am drawing one inverted U shape in every grid section. Again, because there's a lot of gap on the inside and we need a little bit of a filler, I am opting for the same shape in a smaller size. Using the center and the highest points of these inverted U shapes, I am opting for a petal pattern once more. Instead of placing these patterns in grid sections specifically, I have opted for this technique so that the petal patterns remain small and the final artwork looks intricate. Repeat this pattern throughout and there will automatically be a gap that is created in between the patterns so that you can place your next pattern in a brick formation once more. Redraw the same shape on the inside so that you get a border for filling in the metallic highlight colors. For filling in the gaps, I have opted for a variation of the petal patterns. You can also opt for a simple petal pattern or any other shape of your choice. Again, redraw the same shape on the inside of the previous shape just so that you can create a border. Since this shape also has a lot of gap, I am once more opting for an inverted droplet pattern as a filler. To make this beginner friendly, I have once again opted for the very simple arc shape to fill in the gaps. In these shapes, I'll be creating 5-petal lotus flower motifs. To balance off the contrast of the colors that will be filled into this mandala later, I have once again opted for the inverted U-shaped pattern on top of all of the petal patterns. To finish off this artwork, once again I have drawn a circle using a pen and a compass, and I'll be drawing another one just outside of this circle to create a border. And finally, I'll be erasing off the pencil grid lines to complete the line art. The ornate mandala line art is now complete. If you found this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.